Hello everyone, welcome to biology concept classes. Today we will discuss about a interesting topic, that is insectivorous plant. So quite many of us we have seen that in Hollywood movies the plant is going to eat a human. So today we will find out the fact that whether it is a science or science fiction. Okay, so these will be our learning objectives for today. After the end of this topic you will be able to define carnivorous plant. You will be able to tell what do they eat and why they switch to eating insects. Then the categories of different types of categories of traps you can explain, and you can also explain the features of specific carnivorous plants and some amazing facts about these carnivorous plants. Okay, so one by one we will proceed. These are the some insectivorous plants. Picture of some insectivorous plants you can see here. Okay, Dionaea, Nepenthes, and like this. So definition we will see. Insectivorous plants, basically what are the insectivorous plant is. Okay, insectivorous plants are the plants that derive nutrition by feeding on insects and other organisms. Okay, so they will derive their nutrition from eating insects. Don't think that they do not able to perform or they cannot perform photosynthesis. Okay, they do perform photosynthesis as a green plant. Okay, they do have chlorophyll pigments. Okay, so what are the foods of these carnivorous plants? Okay, what is usually they are eating? Okay, those who are aquatic carnivorous plants, they are eating zooplanktons like Daphnia and even some mosquito larvae and fish fry. Fish fry, we know the little fishes that is coming out or hatching hatched out from an egg. Okay, then land carnivorous plants or land insectivorous plants, they are basically eat insects. Sometimes they eats some small mammals like bats and frog also. Okay, so here I have given some pictures. You can see in the first one there is a mosquito, second one there is a fly inside the carnivorous plant, and third one there is a ant inside the plant, and in the last one in the above, all of the above you can see is a small organism, that is Daphnia. Okay, in front of a bladder bladder. Okay, bladder bladder. Okay, so why they do these plants switch to eat insects? Okay, what is their necessity? So basically they where they are growing, no, these plants, it is very less in nutrients. Basically they are the place is deficient of nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus. So for the survival, the plants, what did they do? They have evolved a mechanism to get this nutrition from insects. Okay, so they have evolved a mechanism to trap the insects and getting the nutrients from them, basically this nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus. Okay, so as we know, the insect is made up of what? Protein. Basically the insect body is made up of protein, and protein digestion will ultimately leads to give you amino acid, and from amino acid we will get in the plant, not we, the plant will get the nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus, easily it can get the nutrients. So plant trap types, we will see 4 types of traps. First one, pitcher trap or pitfall trap, second one, sticky trap, third one is snap trap, and fourth one is bladder trap. Okay, why it is pitcher trap or pitfall trap? Because, okay, listen carefully, why it is pitfall trap? Because the insect will fall in the pit. Okay, in the pit or in the pitcher. Okay, that is why pitfall trap. Second one is sticky trap, that we are using rat for rat, no. So here you can see small globules or small circles I have given here, globules, mucilage globules. These are not dews. Okay, it is found in sundews. Okay, sundew. See here, it is how it is stick to the insect. Okay, now here is a snap trap. These are modified leaves, all are modified leaves. Okay, that was here to this will snap. Okay, this leaf will snap. That means when the insect will be there inside, it will close. Okay, the leaf will close. This is snap trap, snap. Then the third one, this is bladder if there is a microorganism is there. Okay, microorganism is there, it will enter. Okay, that means the bladder will swallow, or the bladder will create a vacuum by which the microorganism will enter inside, but it cannot escape. Okay, so one by one we will proceed. First one is pitfall trap. Example, pitcher plant and cobra lily. Okay, here you can see the diagram, the picture you can see, not a diagram. Here this is cobra lily. Why? This is the operculum, like a hood of a cobra. Okay, cobra is a snake, right? So this is the mouth. Okay, this is the mouth, opening one mouth. And in the margin of the mouth you can see these are what, peristome. Peristome, and this is the pitcher tube or pitcher funnel, you can tell, where the insect will enter. Okay, now these are basically found in the India, in the northeastern region of Garo and Jayantia hills. These are modified into leaves, modified leaves. Okay, and in the bottom of the, this is important, in the bottom of this pitcher plant you will get digestive glands. Inside these digestive glands, a trypsin like enzyme is found that carry out the digestion. Okay, protein digestion. In the last diagram, last picture, you can see these are how they are modified leaf. Okay, you see these are the leaves, and this leaf portion is modified into the pitcher. Okay, this one, the pitcher is the this structure is known as pitcher. Second one is snap trap. Example is Venus fly trap, snap trap, that is already we have seen. This is a diagram and this is the actual one. In this snap trap you have to first know this portion is called petiole. Okay, here I have marked this portion. Okay, in the below you can see this portion is petiole. This is a modified leaf. The leaf has having two sides or two leaf blades. In each leaf blades you can see here three sensitive hairs. These are called trigger hair. Okay, this is very sensitive. If insect is there, okay, inside that leaf trap, okay, it will certainly close. Or if you put a meat of a fish or meat, okay, it will certainly close. But if it is a non-living thing, it will not close. Okay, it is observed in the experiments. Okay, these trigger hairs are very important for them. Okay, so basically it is native to USA and modified leaf. I have told you that all of these are modified leaves only. Trigger hairs in each blade there is 3, so total 6 trigger hairs will be there. Then in the bottom, see, you can see here the reddish color, these red spots you can identify here. Red spots are nothing else the digestive glands which secretes pepsin and HCl. Pepsin is a proteolytic enzyme which digests protein, okay, to produce amino acid, and HCl, we know HCl is inorganic acid and a highly concentrated acid which can easily dissolve the living materials. Okay, so the third trap, the sticky trap, example is sundew. Okay, sundew, here you can see this is the these are the droplets or the dews, not dews actually, these are mucilage. Okay, mucus glands. Okay, mucus glands, and the dews are found in the sticks, that is our tentacles. Okay, not our tentacles, the plant's tentacles obviously. And here you can see insect is trapped inside, okay, in the tentacles. So basically these plants, sundews, okay, okay, these are small half centimeters, quite a few centimeters, 2 to 4 centimeters will be in the length, and each leaf of this cover a glandular hairs. These are called tentacles. Tentacles are having sticky fluid that we have told, mucus glands, right? So, and this mucus will shine in the or glitters in presence of sun. That is why they are getting this name, sundew. Okay, see the name is, it's sundew, right? Sundew. So sundew means they will glitter. These mucus glands will glitter in presence of sunlight. So that's why they are getting these names, and they are having these leaves having digestive glands that secretes pepsin and HCl. Likewise the previous one, which carry out the digestion. Okay, digestion of these insects. Okay, basically one thing remember, the nitrogen is important for this organism. The nitrogen is very important for these organisms. Okay, so the last and the fourth trap type, it is bladder trap. Example, bladderwort or Utricularia. You have to remember that it is an aquatic insectivorous plant. See here it is water. Okay, there the medium is water. The medium is water now. Okay, these don't confuse. These are not roots. Okay, these are not roots. These are modified leaves. Okay. So in the next diagram you can see a whole mosquito. It is engulfing to whole mosquito, the bladder. Okay, here you can see the bladder. Okay, so in the next one, these bladders are like a having a trapdoor mechanism. If someone wants to enter, it can easily, okay, it will swallow that organism. But if after entering inside, if it wants to go outside, it is unable to do that because of this single way passage. Okay, single way passage. Here you can see it is an aquatic herb. Okay, and the leaves are transformed into bladders. Okay, then trapdoor mechanism or trapdoor entrance is there, and the trapdoor passage is one way. That is, I have told you that if someone wants to enter, it will easily enter, but after that, okay, once anything enter inside this bladder, there is no escape for them, right? So this is the 4 types of bladders that we have discussed. And now, before that, interesting facts today, now we will discuss about the amazing or interesting facts about this carnivorous plant. Before that, I want to tell you one thing. Wherever you will get this type of plant, or wherever you will see this type of plants, you will definitely think that this soil or this condition or the area is having less quantity of nitrogen is there. Okay, that field wherever they are growing. Okay, so amazing facts. First of all, they can perform photosynthesis, that I have told you. As a carnivorous plant, they can perform photosynthesis. Okay, so they say, for example, they are these carnivorous plants are what? Ferocious. Okay, if they are ferocious, the insect will not come. Insect will fear. That means they will be afraid of these plants. So what they do, they will produce a large quantity of nectar, which is a sweet fluid. Okay, sweet fluid for attracting the insects. And then the digestive enzymes, it's very important. Pepsin, trypsin, HCl, digestive enzymes, digestive acids are very important for them. They are producing it. And in the fly pepper traps, okay, that is the sundew, we have discussed, this glue like substances are there to trap the insects. In case of Venus fly trap, this is a sensitive hairs are there, that you have to discuss this trigger hair. Okay, total 6 trigger hairs are there in the Venus fly trap. Then plants, see, in the bladder, what they are using, the bladders are using vacuum. Okay, they will suck or they will swallow their prey, okay, with the surrounding water. Then the last one, they basically eats insects and larvae, and in the larger species, they can eat or digest small mammals like bats and frogs. Okay, so up to this for today. Thank you everyone. If you like the video, please do like, share and comment. Thank you.